Chicago Bears quarterback Justin Fields says he wants a dome. Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports All back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you are a Bears fan, please do make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Please make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms. And as always, guys, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so let's talk about this. So Justin Fields was on the Pardon My Take podcast, and he was basically talking about a number of things, and one of those was his request that the Chicago Bears stadium, which is obviously right now Soldier Field, which will later be in Arlington Heights, be a domed stadium, okay? And I'm going to quote here what he said, and I quote, "I hope we get a dome. I don't care if we're at Soldier Field. I don't care if we're at Arlington Heights. I hope we get a dome." And then he went on further to say the reasons why he feels this way. And I quote, "It's very difficult to adjust to it, especially with the wind. That's what I found out. That's what it's all about, is the wind. It can be cold. It can be 10 degrees, but with no wind, you're fine. But with that 15 mile per hour wind, that 20 mile per hour wind, you can't fight it. It's tough. When it's that cold, you have to bundle up. I feel way slower in the cold. It's hard to stay warm in that weather," end quote. So I see a lot of Bears fans getting riled up about Fields' comments about wanting a dome. And does this mean that he doesn't want to play with the Bears anymore and doesn't want to play because, you know, it's in Soldier Field and we're going to be there for a few more seasons for sure before the move even happens? So let me address all of that. First and foremost, let's talk about the fact that the move is going to happen. The Chicago Bears have already purchased the property in Arlington Heights. All the paperwork, I'm sure, is underway. Like, it's happening. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the when is actually going to be, I think 2026 is when they can get out of that lease for Soldier Field. They have to pay a penalty, but they can get out of it. So we're looking at 3 more years. That's not too bad. All right? Not too bad. But that does mean you still have to play at Soldier Field for that remainder of the time. And so do these comments by Fields bother me? Absolutely not. Who the heck likes playing in the cold? I know people like to say it's football weather, but folks, let's be honest about it. You play your best when you're the most comfortable. All right? Cold weather is not fun to play in. I'm sorry, it's just not. Now, you can be effective, but still not like it. And so to me, it's not just Justin Fields. Any quarterback would not prefer playing in cold weather. I would always prefer playing in a dome over playing in 15 mile per hour wind. So I have no issue with Fields making this comment. Now, as far as if he wants to stay with the Bears, absolutely. I think this is just a preference, but if it doesn't happen, I don't think Fields is going to be annoyed or anything like that. Like, Justin Fields knows that this is just part of the course. It's where you get drafted, right? You got to make the best of your circumstances, and dealing with the cold weather is something that he has to do. Now, I will say he knows that they're going to be moving, and so I think the likelihood that, you know, the new stadium in Arlington Heights is a dome is near 100%. 100%. Because it's just going to be a new facility, new stadium, everything. So I think we are definitely getting a dome here. And so I don't blame Justin Fields for feeling this way. He just got to wait a little bit. That's it. So it's much to do about nothing. It's a guy naming his preference, and that's really it. Look, so to me, and that doesn't mean, oh, he wants to go play in a warm weather city like somewhere in California or Florida. No, don't worry about all that, folks. Like, no one likes playing in the cold. You can still be successful. The greatest quarterback of all time played in the cold for like 20 years. So it is what it is, all right? So I'm not worried too much about Justin Fields making these comments. It's just a preference. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Agree, disagree, as always. Thanks.